Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So I've noticed something very interesting, and I have a friend who would identify as politically on the left, okay? And I guess to him, my views would be politically on the right. These terms are meaningless, and if you're still using them and still identifying with those terms, you're still playing their game, unfortunately, because it's part of the divide and rule. We have to get beyond these terms, and they mean nothing now because they've been co-opted. But just for this instance, I want to show you something, because we have a great friendship and we have very different views politically, and we enjoy having a debate. And we're a rare exception these days where we're able to have a friendship but disagree on many things. It's a shame that more people aren't like that, but this is where we're going, I feel. We are going to get to that point of unity consciousness where we actually appreciate what other people say, and we don't have to agree, but we can still get on, or we can choose not to get on. But it's all very civilized, and we allow each other to exist in the same space. But we have a great relationship. And what I'm really noticing recently is that there are, even though we're on two separate sides of politics, as the system would say, we're starting to agree on certain things, like the corruption of government. Now, they might see a different level of corruption to me. I might see it in other places. But we're both seeing that politics is screwed. We're both seeing that they're inept, that they're stupid, and that something needs to change. And that there seems to be no hope in politics for saving the world. So there are actually similarities. If you break out of this tribalism and just observe what's going on, you can see that actually both sides of the political spectrum are calling out very similar things. They're both calling out authoritarianism and dictatorship, the ban on protest. Both sides are calling this out, how heavy-handed the police are being and all of this. If you look, both sides of the political spectrum are actually starting to meet, and without even yet noticing it, for the most part, there is this joining together happening. There is this uniting in common values. Now, we're never ever going to all agree on the same thing, and that's never what unity consciousness is about, because that's a religion, that's a cult where you all believe the same thing. No, we're all going to believe different things because we're all individuals, and we all have an individual perception on the world. So unity consciousness means that despite our differences, we can respect each other, and we can meet in the middle and find a common ground. And that is what this bridging the gap that I've talked about before is all about. And I'm seeing it happen just in my own life. And I'm seeing it happen as I watch the left talk about things and the right talk about things. They're actually talking about the same things, the same problems, the increasing surveillance. I saw there was a Green Party peer in the House of Lords stand up, and they are politically very on the left in the UK. And she was talking about surveillance and the use of cameras and facial recognition. And she was expressing concern about it. And she was saying maybe if they think this is a good idea, that the government ministers should trial it first. So I listened to that and I thought, brilliant, that's brilliant. And yet she's on the left of politics. And this is normally stuff that the right of politics tend to talk about in terms of taking away our freedoms and all this sort of stuff. So both sides now are starting to talk about the same things, even if they might not see it themselves. I'm seeing it. So this is the start of the bridging of the gap and humanity coming together. See if you can recognize this. It's actually really refreshing, and it's happening. So there you go, a positive story for today. Hope you're all well, and I'll see you in the next video.